Karma Radio Network. Welcome and thank you for listening to Karma Radio Network.
Karma Radio Network. Karma Radio Network.
Happy to say that we have a very special guest on the air with us right now, Julie Ann Park, also known as Jules. Hi, Jules.
Hi, Jules. Hi, Rebecca, Carrie, and Sharon. How you doing?
Great. How are you?
Well, forgive my voice because I am getting over laryngitis, a vocalist nightmare.
That's not good.
You sound great.
Thank you.
I have to tell you, Jules, we're thrilled to have you on. Your music is awesome, so inspiring.
Well, it's really a pleasure, and I'm really thankful for that. Thank you.
Well, thanks.
I really love that song, Freedom. It's a great song.
Thank you very much. That song really came from a place of childhood where you just grow up thinking, why aren't we born naked? We should just be able to run through the fields naked. And that's what freedom is just being yourself.
You're absolutely right.
Absolutely right.
You know?
So you have an impressive background. I mean,
thank you.
You do.
You've traveled and toured with anywhere from Marilyn Manson to Liza Minnelli. That's pretty...
Well, I opened for Liza Minnelli in Central Park. I toured with Marilyn Manson, with also 9 Inch Nails at the same time, and we had Typo Negative with us then for a while.
Oh, wow.
And we also played with, I played with Meatloaf and Taylor Dane and Peter Wolf and... quite a lot of different people. Mm-hmm. I've had the opportunity to work with Joel Goldsmith, one of the greatest composers we had, Jerry Goldsmith's son, and I've been very, very fortunate.
You have. Now, Femme to Femme, I remember back in the 90s dancing away to them. You guys were awesome.
Thank you so much. We had a lot of fun. It's something no money could pay for.
Do you guys still work together?
I did work on the Jules album with Michelle Bloom that was in the band. But we all live in different, geographically we're all separated now.
Really? So you're basically on your own making beautiful music, I might say.
Well, thank you again. And we've just got the bones of some new songs that I'm starting to get ready to put on a new album and start shopping that with what I'm doing also.
Awesome. Are you playing out at all?
No, I haven't done that, although I do have the opportunity. It's just hard because I just recently moved back here from Los Angeles due to my mother's health, and I'm back in Akron, Ohio, and therefore I need to set up my group of musicians, which I don't have the pot that I used to have in Los Angeles, of course, to dip into. I'm just grab in the way that I was able to in the past.
Right.
So I'm kind of starting over, but that's okay because, it all starts somewhere, and it starts right here, right now.
Right, and you're so talented that no matter where you are, you're going to burst into the scene again. I know you will.
Oh, thank you. I really, my hopes are high, and I firmly believe that if you dream it, you can do it.
That's right. How did you actually break into the scene?
Well, oddly, I was going to Kent State University as a communications major. I wanted to be an interpreter when I received a phone call from Richard Cole, the road manager from Led Zeppelin. And it's strange to me, too, because he's in Los Angeles, the land of auditions, and my dream was to be an interpreter, and I wanted to be a musician just throughout life because it's something that was really nailed into my heart. Mm-hmm. And Richard called me from Los Angeles and asked me about joining this group and singing for him, playing piano over the phone of all things, and the reason he said he'd called is because I am in Akron, Ohio, and a little-known fact is that it's the capital of AA, and he said that if I had become a member of the band, I would be the good luck charm, and that's how it went.
That is amazing.
Cool.
So then he wrote a book called Stairway to Heaven and slammed me into it.
That's awesome.
We actually worked together on a couple of projects at Paramount Pictures.
Really?
Yeah.
Cool.
And, we're really close here, Jules. You have to come here and play in our summer series of concerts, maybe.
Oh, I'd really love to. I'd love to work with Dita Klaus.
She's awesome.
She's really amazing. She's an amazing human being. I'm really lucky to have her in my life.
I know.
Wish I could speak to her a little bit more, but I'm sure that'll change.
She's been putting in like 15-hour days here since we just started
I can believe it. I'm so proud of you guys.
Thank
you.
This is a great
station.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. and we totally appreciate having you on. And what's next for you?
Well, what's next is currently this is ironic, I'm back to where I started, where they called me in the band, meaning and location-wise, I'm back at Kent State University, and I work at the Law Enforcement Education Center and Justice Department. And that's a strange place for an artist to be, believe me. They always blink and look at you twice when you say, you toured with Nine Inch Nails. Right. And they don't know what to think. But, it's a little humor injected into it. They all understand it's in good fun.
Right.
But I do take a lot of time working on new music and putting a lot into my lyrics and what the sky tells me, and just listen to what the vibrations of the world are telling you and put it on paper. And I firmly believe that if you can say it, you can sing it, and everything can be a song. So I'm just finding my songs and putting them down now.
That's amazing. Jules, can you give out your MySpace to our listeners? Do you mind doing that? Or
this is so ridiculous of me, but all I really know of my MySpace is that it's under Jules, Jules, and it's
0905.
Oh, you know it?
I know it.
Thank you. And I think it's Kent, Ohio.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. And I also went on and worked at Paramount Pictures, writing for television, doing a TV show called 7 Days, and a movie for NBC called Homeland Security.
Wow.
I've had the great opportunity to work with Christopher Crowe, who wrote some really amazing movies and television shows. I'm in the book Showrunners that David Wilde from Rolling Stones wrote. I worked with Scott Gilman from Foreigner, Mark Schulman, and Michelle Broom, as I said, on the CD that is the music you're playing currently. Awesome. Just amazing to work with, all very talented people. I mean, to have a flautist on your CD is just it's such an injection of spirit, and so unusual in today's music.
Right. I have a question for you. Playboy.
Yeah.
You were on the covers of Playboy, is that right?
Not on the cover. I did do
the pages,
Playboy with my band in December 1992, I believe, or was it 1993? Do you know?
Well, here's is 93.
It's going to age me, to tell the truth. I'm a very young 20-something.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, it was December 93, and we had a 6-page layout, and I was in every photograph. And then after that, they actually had come back, and I had 2 black guys. I was assaulted in a courthouse by a gangbanger when I went to interpret for a friend that was Italian for a speeding ticket. And they booked me, Missy Garland from Playboy booked me for Playboy lingerie after that, so I did it 4 more times.
Really?
On my own, yeah.
Did you get the opportunity to meet Hef?
No, I never did meet him. I had my opportunities to go to the mansion, but I'd had so many experiences on my own, I was afraid that they might pale in comparison.
True, I know.
And you also played at the famous Dinah Shore weekend, right?
Oh, we sure did. In fact, I believe that was one of my very first shows. And, we did a fashion show there as well. But that was one of my very first shows, and that was quite an honor, and I was glad that we got to do that before she passed. That was really a privilege. But it was a lot of fun and very exciting because I didn't know what to expect, and it was really accepted.
Right.
Unlike being banned from the base in San Diego over the don't ask, don't tell policy, I'm sure those soldiers were very disappointed because Playboy had just come out.
Right, exactly.
I actually was there during that time period because that's where I lived, and I was actually in the Navy there at that time period. That was a very incredible time.
I'm sure.
Well, they wouldn't let us in.
Jules,
so gosh, shout out to San Diego. I would have been there if they would have let me because I didn't tell.
Yep.
Jules, you're also a model, right?
Right, I did model for some high-end boutiques in Los Angeles. I did Manouche and Brandenburg Bardot and XCVI. and I did like 5 campaigns for XCVI, and eventually took over production of those shoots. And had a great time doing all of that, considering I'm 5'4", so don't let anyone tell you height can stop you.
Well, that's good to know, because that's exactly my height, too.
And me too, actually.
I don't believe the lies. If somebody says you can't because of X, Y, Z, say, yes, I can, and do it.
That's right. That's what we're doing.
Yeah, right on, girls.
And you have a very large gay, lesbian, bisexual, transsexual following.
Right.
Even currently.
It's amazing how many girls are straight most of their lives, but are gay the night they see me.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, and still that whole L-word following is still probably hounding, huh?
It really is, and I'm actually on the list of the top 100 lesbians in America or something, and how I got on that I don't know, because I'm only a lesbian if I'm with a woman, so it just depends on what day you catch me, I guess.
And I heard RuPaul absolutely adores you.
He is wonderful. Oh my gosh, you won't believe how tall she is.
Really?
Yes, I mean, she must be 7 foot tall.
Oh, my gosh.
Really?
Yeah, she played with us when we were in Central Park.
Really?
Right.
That would be amazing.
It was really, I mean, to see 5,000 people standing there screaming, and a line of police officers that are unable to approach you on stage once you rip your shirt off because the 5,000 people behind them was really fun.
Really?
Yeah.
Jules, who was what was your favorite band to work with? You have a
My favorite band that I toured with?
Right.
9 Inch Nails and Marilyn Manson.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, definitely, because we didn't get drunk or anything. We just played tricks on each other and did a lot of Ashton Kutcher kind of things. We punked everybody.
That's always fun.
Spray cream on everyone when they're on stage, or blow beer bottles up on them, or I won't even tell you what we did to Typo Negative, because I don't know if it's radio friendly, but he did say, girls, this time the mic really does smell like tuna. It's amazing what a can of tuna can do to a male chauvinist.
Oh, geez.
Ah, that's funny.
Well, in your microphone.
Right.
Well, we want to actually invite you anytime you have an open invitation to come here. If you want to do an acoustic session, anything, we'd love to have you. And we can work that out. You can work that out with Dita. And we just want to thank you so much for being on our show.
That's right.
And
well, thank you, and thank you for playing my music. It's very important to me that through my music I let people know they're not alone, and that they can make it through a bad experience. And if I can just make one person understand that, well, that's kind of, everybody says if I can make one person, but if I can make a lot of people, if I can make a difference, then I've done my job here.
That's wonderful.
So thank you very much, and we have some commercials coming up, and then I'm going to play your song, Thinking of a Way.
That's great. Thank you.
Thanks,
and that song is to the world.
Oh, thank you. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you so much, ladies. Have a great evening.
You too.
Thanks,
All
Jules.
right, bye-bye.
Bye.
Karma Radio Network. Karma Radio Network.